Wagwan, bienvenida, EIE friends. Welcome Black is for expansion of our subconscious minds. For those of you who are new, I am a real journey in these social media streets. On my channel, I like to talk about self-love, but from an astrological and tarot perspective, because we are all souls having a human experience. Okay, friends, so as I always I feel now, as I on my own journey in life, that the soul, the first twin flame and soul contract you have is with you, yourself, and I, aka your higher self, and your self understanding of what it is and what you need to do for you. So, and that's what the house of Cancer zodiac sign is all about, is you walking your own path. So today, as we all journey through our own individual paths through the house of Cancer on this 6th day, individually, the Most High, no matter how you look at the Most High, that could be God, that could be, just your higher self, that could be the universe. At the end of the day, that's the creator of everything. In your own individual way, the most High is going to be sending us all messages before we enter the month of July, which is us all going collectively into our own crown chakras, aka literally walking with our thoughts coming down by the path of whatever we emotionally and mentally invested in and that we spiritually, therefore physically, thought was true and is true for us. I mean, we manifest every day, and that's kind of is what the 6th day is all about, which is the 6th tarot card. It's all about self-choice, and that's Gemini energy. That's ruled by Gemini energy, and Gemini energy is understanding that at the end of the day, you are always going to mirror what's going on within you before you mirror everybody else. So the Most High is always telling us, in order to pay attention to what you're mirroring, does that actually represent you? Because in my video earlier this week, it's always, your life is always a reflection of whatever is going on internally, mentally, and emotionally. So if there is mentally turbulence going on, guess what? That's going to show up in your life. If there's, when there's emotional turbulence going on, guess what? That shows up in your life. And it's all to teach you, like, hey, I have something better for you. Something isn't right. Not saying that you are wrong or that environment is wrong or that person is wrong. It's just that the timing is off, because at the end of the day, we are all being pushed in some type of way, shape, or form to fulfill whatever it is that we came here for, as far as the soul having a human experience. So with that being said, I already pulled the tarot cards. Before we go into the month of July, aka the 7th chakra, as a universal collective, you have to remember, the first card I got was the 7 of Pentacles. So everybody's energy is aligning. So pay attention to what you are actually energetically aligning to, because it's showing up. So like I always say, pay attention to your emotional body, because at the end of the day, we are all open channels. Respectfully saying, because I used to do it too, a lot of us we have been taught to follow the traditions, for those who are spiritual like me, which we all are in our own different way. But a lot of us are taught that, as far as when it comes to the esoteric community, hey, if you do cord cleansing and spiritual baths, like, that does help, but it's only temporary, because at the end of the day, you did the work externally, so this energy is today's energy is going to push you to start going deeper and further into understanding what's going on within you internally. Because if you constantly do the work externally, guess what? You're an open channel to anything coming through and possibly everything coming through. It's given, today's energy is given like, hey, I'm walking my own path, but then next thing you know, shit hit the fan, excuse my language, and it's like, what the happened? Why did this happen? Everything was just good yesterday, you know, or it's just trying to have a deeper and healthier understanding of why you can't get yourself up out of a toxic situation or just overall situation that you just don't want to be in. It's because you did not do the internal work. So today, Cancer energy, the Most High is always telling us, hey, you got to do the internal work. You got some inner soul child emotional and mental things going on that you aka lessons in the physical form that you did not learn yet in this lifetime. Thank you. So in order for you to learn it, you have to understand mediumship, meaning what's going on, understanding your solar plexus, because your solar plexus is your internal communication, like what goes on in your mind, thought processing. If you have a growth mindset, or I forgot what the other one is, but ultimately it's like stagnant mindset, something like that. If you are the type of person where when things don't go right in your life, this energy today is pushing you to think outside of your own personal box, outside of your own personal bubble, because at the end of the day, whatever you are mentally and emotionally are pulled to, that's what you're grounding in. It says ground, focus on your end goal. Let nothing throw you off. I'm here because, you know, a lot of us is teaching each other about a lot of things. And it's not to say we're not knowledgeable. All of us are geniuses in our own individual way. But overall, I'm saying that a lot of us are, as we all do and stuff, we become emotionally attached to anything and everything in our lives and stuff, because ultimately we don't know what our soul is honestly tied to. So I'm getting a big choice, like a big message of self-choice. And when you make your choices, to always remember that at the end of the day, your choices, no matter what it is and what it is, it's always a reflection of what's actually going on inside, internally, as far as your spirit, in some type of way, shape, or form. And at the end of the day, the Most High always wants you to go within and do that internal child work as far as spiritual work, releasing old mindsets, releasing old emotional ways of beings. That way you can actually do what you need to do, and you can seek the abundance that you need in your life. That's what I'm hearing today. Before we physically go through the 7th month, the the month of July. I also got these self-love messages. And this is saying third-party situations are not acceptable. I'm much more worthy. I can see who you truly are. Know that I can see what I am truly worth. So it's giving a big message that sometimes when you marry yourself, it's like, okay, I made this choice and that I want to reach this goal, but sometimes delays come in. I'm seeing sometimes delays come in. So if you are whatever you're aiming for, and so on your own House of Cancer path, you walking your own path to better yourself. Remember that when delays come in, that at the end of the day, it's something that you may be doing or that you may be emotionally tied to that only you can answer. So that way you can move forward in a much more healthier way. And sometimes things are delayed to you because it's like, okay, you can have this, but you have to let go of this way of being first before I can give this to you, or before you can give it to yourself. Because honestly, it's you that's putting in the work. So you gotta tie it together. You know, In order to tie it together, I'm hearing soul ties. In order to tie it together, you have to understand, okay, what are you doing and what are you, meaning what are you tied to? That might not be actually self-reflecting that I'm worthy of this, that I'm ready for this. You know, like when people set goals to go to school, but, they weren't actually ready, and it's like giving an energy of moving forward with something when you're not ready, but and then also I'm also seeing the energy of things being delayed because you're not ready. So ultimately I'm seeing when it comes to it's coming, but it's two situations going on. But it as far as being an open channel, I'm seeing that the house of Cancer, because remember, this is divine feminine energy, is sending a universal motherly nurturing message that, hey, things is ultimately either delayed or it'll come and you might have a hard time handling it, all because you were an open channel, because in some type of way, shape, or form, there was something internally that needed to be that stopped you from being actually prepared. Catch my vibes? That's the message I have for you today. Stay blessed in your peace, love, and bliss, and I will see you next time. Remember, you are the first creator of your life, and you are the only creator of your life. With the Most High, anything can happen. And when I say the Most High, that means your conscious understanding, your highest conscious understanding of how to create and how to work with and within your energy. Stay blessed in your peace.